What's up, listeners? Welcome back to another episode of the Jaftaf Show, and we are the Jaftafs.
Yes. So today we're discussing about the spin-off from the Batman movie called The Penguin.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Penguin. You know, by the name of it, we think the Penguin is a guy who is just like a freak in
Hmm.
Gotham with no power. But I guess this series is going to make a difference in that because, okay, I'll start from my part, and I'm taking some of the references from the Batman
Hmm.
because one of the best shot in Batman is when this penguin's car was inverted and Batman was coming, and there was fire behind him. Right, one of the best shot,
Yes,
and
yes.
that was Penguin. So at that time, we can see that Penguin is a guy that Batman can hell around with and play around with. But in
Hmm.
this series, actually, I'm kind of liking his character, and this series is very much giving the vibe that I felt in Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, right.
Hmm.
And why I wanted to watch this series because of Cristin Milioti, the Falcone's
Sophia.
daughter,
Sophia.
you know, Sofia. I've been her fan for about an year, and I last year only I got to know that she's going to be in the Penguin.
Hmm.
And at that time I thought that she's going to be the daughter of Penguin, but then I got to know, no, she is the daughter of Falcone,
Uh, Al
who's in the
Alberto's
Batman.
sister, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Who died?
Who got killed by the penguin
Yeah,
because he was
like a
making
chicken, like a chicken.
yeah, because he was making fun of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, okay. If we talk about the first episode of Penguin, the episode name is After Us. And yeah, man, like right before watching the series itself, title when I had what do you say? When I first read the title, I got excited after us because obviously, but this episode was a dark themed. It had like few elements of Gotham City and previous what the Batman movie had taken place. Although in this movie they didn't show any parts of Batman or they didn't show anything. It was based upon the Penguin's life. We in the Batman movie we just got a few glimpses of how Penguin is and what's the Riddler, uh, the role of the Riddler and the Penguin. But here we dive deep into the Penguin's life and how is he operating in the Gotham and what he's doing, like what's his motive, what's his next set of mission. So exactly what the movie had, the Batman, and exactly the same tones we
Exactly.
even see in
No
this.
difference.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
I kind of wish they even show glimpses of Batman that they kind of have the conversation between Penguin and the Batman. That would be great because
But in the showing it in the beginning,
hmm.
I don't think so they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
And
maybe later episodes they might show like crossover between.
yeah, 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 definitely. Or like some of the glimpse, not directly but indirectly, like some footages from somewhere, like in Penguin
Yeah, yeah.
doing the surveillance of it. You just mentioned the after hours. So in this episode, we could see that Penguin is like a low life, right?
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
episode name is After Hours. And you
Yes.
remember the lyrics of Heartless, low life, whole life, because I'm
Yeah.
heartless.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, so it is kind of reflecting the
Hmm.
vibe of it that these are actually after hours,
Yeah.
and
Maybe,
uh,
maybe I think these events are taking place exactly after the Batman movie. So
mhm,
might be because it's like after hours of all the events. So might be the name
mhm.
of this. But yeah.
and the production level of the series
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is astonishing.
Yes.
The cinematography is out of the box. It actually takes you in the Gotham vibe,
Mm-hmm.
right? And everything is replicated. The cinematography is replicated that was in Batman. Every
Hmm.
single thing, that the lights, the anamorphic lenses, the close-up shots, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And it is so the production quality is very great. The other day we were talking about Agatha,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. And the production quality there is very great. And it has a tone.
Hmm.
And there we can see the production is great, but it has a different tone, and it is reflecting the vibe of the Batman movie.
Hmm.
And the story wise, first I thought the penguin is going to be like a person who has so much in his gut, like people listen to him. But in the
Hmm.
first episode only, he's like a guy who is always running. He's smart.
Hmm.
I won't deny that he's smart. The move that he played with Sophia's brother,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? It was very, first I thought that it was done by Salvatore, the
Hmm.
person who had the who he
Hmm.
got the ring back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I thought Salvatore did, but I got to know that Penguin and Victor planned all that,
Hmm.
because in the beginning we can see that how Victor was. He was like so much scared,
Yeah, yeah.
but taking, what I believe, that either Victor is going to die in further episodes, or he's going to make something out of himself, a
Or
bigger thing.
or maybe Victor is gonna be like a really good part of this series, like the
Yeah,
main
yeah,
main.
make something out of himself in a
Yeah,
way, in a good way only.
yeah.
That, yeah, that is going to be last long, because
Hmm.
usually it happens just like we can see that Penguin is a person who only cares about himself,
Hmm.
but something like that happened where Victor dies, and then he start thinking that I also cared about Victor.
Hmm.
I told you once about, uh, there was this one episode in Batman Beyond where Batman was regretting of
Animated,
losing. Yeah,
animated.
animated series.
Okay, I
Uh,
haven't watched it.
Batman was Batman was. I told you the story
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Batman
Ah,
and Robin story, that Joker changed Robin into a
yeah,
kid
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Joker,
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, yeah. So maybe same kind of thing can happen with Joe Penguin, that he get attached to Victor, and he
Hmm.
thinks that he's like a son to him, and then he dies, because this
Hmm.
is what happens in DC. People die,
Hmm.
good people die.
But you know what? Like Victor has been like the right hand or left hand to Penguin right now. So whatever Penguin is the guy who can't execute his plans like properly because he's like kind of handicapped. So he needs someone who is young and smart and powerful. Obviously Victor is a young guy, so I think he might need him for a better plan and for a bigger plan in the future. So he might be alive for this whole season, or
Mhm.
they might have a conflict and eventually he's gonna die. But I'm thinking like Victor is gonna stay for this whole season, I guess. Let's see. Like,
Let's see, let's see. But and it is very interesting how Penguin plays.
hmm,
He shows that he's from both sides, and now he's creating a conflict between Falcone family and Salvatore's,
hmm,
right?
hmm, hmm,
And I just know that Salvatore, whenever he's coming out of the jail, he's going to start fucking up with Falcone's, and Falcone is already
hmm,
thinking
hmm,
that Salvatore's are started fucking with them by killing
hmm, hmm,
Sophia's brother, right? So it is very, and when you talk about the technical, the story is fine. I like the tone of the story, the
hmm,
darkness of it, right? That is the main reason
hmm.
I'm watching this series. Because that shady part,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shady part that exists in the story, but the technical part, the shots. I remember there was this one shot where Penguin was driving his car and it was raining, and he
Hmm,
was
hmm, hmm,
kept
hmm.
on calling Victor,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
where are you? And Victor was not picking. So I loved the shot where car was, camera was going up and car was going under, and how the camera is following the car. You know, we could see how everything is like desaturated, and
Hmm.
car was popping out of
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
shot because of the color of it, not because car was more saturated. It's just because of that purple color.
Hmm.
So it was a very good visual call there.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what I feel, because the entire thing was desaturated. It's just
Yes.
because of the color of the car, it was purple. If it would have been black, no, it would
Hmm.
have got lost.
Yeah,
And white wouldn't suit on penguin, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Purple reminds me of the luxury color. So obviously, Penguin had that. So even he wears that, what do you say, matching suit. Before meeting Sophia, this both goes to Sophia's house and they meet, right? So I don't know, like Sophia. Okay, when I see her, she kind of reminds me of like, she gives me like the strange vibe. Like, you know what? She might be a very dangerous character in further episodes. That I can sense it because
obviously she
yeah,
is.
she has like great influence.
She's powerful
Oh,
and she knows her ways. And she's a
yeah,
psycho killer.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is what makes her more dangerous.
Hmm.
So, and she got the power now. So, you just talked about this purple suit and stuff. I
Hmm.
remember in Batman games, no, Joker is always wearing purple suit because
Hmm.
purple gives you a creepy vibe, a
Ah.
creepy, luxurious vibe, right?
Hmm.
So that is what I liked about
Oh,
this color.
it's raining here.
Really,
Yeah,
it's raining there. Is it raining there? Because my clothes are upstairs.
it's
Well,
raining
doesn't
heavily here
matter.
now.
I guess it is about to be started, but I just don't want that. Well, never mind.
Yeah,
Because and it was raining in the okay, yes, and it is raining in that sequence only when Penguin was running away in his car. And you
yeah,
know what a smart play that he did. Opened his gate,
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
inside the trunk,
yeah.
and everybody like went to
You know what? When we talk about that car sequence in the rain, I noticed one thing that they kind of shot this whole sequence, real based vision, and there was some shots of CGI because you could see that when the car was moving from here and there, you kind of had that slightly fakeness because obviously they might shot this in real rain or they didn't shoot this in real rain. They added the what do you say the rain drops in the post because usually when it rains you see the clouds are being there and you don't get enough light, but there the car was shining so brightly and the background was what do you say towards black, only this car was shining. So there I think they smartly introduced CGI and or they didn't shoot this in rainy or in a clear sun, might be. And one of the smart movies that he comes out of the car and stays in the dicky. And yeah, man, like Penguin is smart, but only because of his medical conditions. He sometimes he just stays back in his life to perform something. But I think Victor is the guy who will fulfill his dreams for a certain level
yeah.
until unless he doesn't get pissed off or like he doesn't like him or eventually he's gonna die. So yeah, like I'm excited to see that. You remember at the end of the episode, like Penguin tells him that you know what you did good work and I'm happy if something they have a conversation like this. They are thinking that okay now they're starting their bond, and you know what Victor was a guy was a guy who was like very not innocent, but he was mostly towards his friends. But when he met when he met Penguin, his motives change and the way of looking life change. So
Hmm.
now I
He
want to
said, I got ambition. I got ambition when he
yeah,
thought that Penguin is going to kill him, right?
yeah. So now I want to see that how far he can go for Penguin, and will Penguin keep him as as a person in his life, or what is going to take place, because now, okay, in Victor's face I can see that he has that spark. Yes, I can do something, I can become someone. I'm waiting that in further episodes what he's going to do, and how he's going to land in trouble, and what are the motivations Penguin will be having, and will we ever get to see Batman in this, or I'm just excited. Like, first episode is also fire. Let's see, like, second, third, fourth, waiting for it.
I want to see other villains.
Hmm.
When he was visiting Salvatore in prison, I thought he went to Arkham.
Hmm.
So there I was thinking that with Riddler, we saw Joker also.
Hmm.
In so I want to see more of the villains that exist in Gotham, like Poison Ivy, right?
Hmm.
Croc, uh, Deadshot, Harley, right? These are the characters that I want to see because we are right. Penguin has been a villain
Hmm. Hmm.
from the beginning in DC world in Gotham City. Penguin has been a villain, a gangster, and Batman was always against him till some extent,
Hmm.
right? That if he's crossing the limit, I'll go and beat the shit out of him. So he's
Yeah.
also part of that group where all the Gotham villains comes. So
Hmm.
I want to see other villains as well, like
But
how they use these characters.
but do you think that other villains will come in this series, because this series is completely based on Penguin? So
I mean,
if they get other villains also, I don't think that will make sense, because they're talking about the Penguin's life.
no,
But
no,
yeah.
there can existence be there. You
Uh-huh.
need not to you need not to be blunt about it. That the Gotham City is not just about Penguin, right? It
Hmm.
is about other people as well, and he might need somebody's help in
Hmm.
future to make his plans execute. Imagine if he confront or encounter Batman. Do you think that he'll go alone to take care of him? Because everybody's scared of Batman in Gotham,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right? So he might require somebody's else help that
Hmm.
to collaborate. That is what I've learned from Batman's game.
Hmm.
That is what they do. These villains come together and go against Batman. That is what
Hmm.
Suicide Squad is all
Hmm.
about.
Yeah.
So this, right? So
Even if you
why
see,
that
yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, why that will be interesting because that will create a new layer that
Hmm.
yeah, that that it is more about the it is not just Penguin exist in Gotham. There are other characters who exist in Gotham. Just
Hmm.
like we got to know about Riddler, right, in Batman movie and
Hmm.
got to know about Joker. So there has to have these kind of characters. What characters do?
Hmm.
Characters create a depth
Hmm.
that's what they do, and they make the audience curious that yeah, apart from the main character there is something else that also exists, and we
Hmm.
can be more interested about that too. Just like they introduced Victor, they could have led the story in other way around. Just the
Hmm.
Penguin is taking care of everything, right? That he had no injury in his right
Hmm.
leg, right? And he is taking care of everything else. But having Victor in the story, it becomes interesting. That
Hmm.
yeah, we also not like want to know about Victor, like how he works out things.
Hmm.
Just like you said, like maybe he's going to be his right hand and help him to execute his plans. So I'm thinking about other villains in that manner.
Hmm.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I
So
like
yeah,
in the Batman movie, we can see that they showed the Batman as not a superhero. They showed him as a detective. That's how the Batman should be, actually. And like, I can sense that Penguin is gonna create a nuisance in the Gotham City, which will be taken care by the Batman. And this series has like a less episodes, maybe a six or eight episodes I think they'll be having. So maybe in 6 or 8 episodes they're gonna establish the whole thing, that they execute the plan, they do some nuisance. And I think in Batman 2 they're gonna solve this case, because because yesterday I was reading an article. There I read that Batman 2 script is done, so they're gonna start shooting very soon. So they finalized the script, everything is locked. So I think they were waiting for the Penguin to premiere, because because in Batman 2, I'm hoping that Penguin is gonna have a very big role, and they might introduce Harley Quinn, or they might introduce Harley Quinn in Penguin. Uh,
Or they're gonna introduce Joker in Batman too.
In Batman 2, definitely they're gonna introduce Joker, because they kind of uh, teased in first movie. So I think Penguin, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Batman, they might have a really good role. I don't think Harley Quinn will have a role in this second movie, but Joker and Penguin is surely gonna have like great screen time. So yeah, I'm just excited because Batman 1 was really good, and it had like a dark theme.
Yes. They are making very visually appealing
Hmm.
uh, series and films, I must say. And I'm also thinking there might have a chance that just like they showed Joker in Batman 1, right? A
Hmm.
glimpses
Hmm.
of him. Maybe there is a chance in the end of the series,
Uh-huh.
uh, Penguin meet Joker to talk about their further plan for
Hmm.
Gotham. And then in Batman 2, when Joker comes out, he takes care of he takes help from Penguin and
Hmm.
execute his plans, because obviously if Joker comes out of Arkham, he would need manpower.
Yes,
And by
yes.
the end of this series, I'm pretty sure that Penguin is going to have so much manpower.
Yeah, yeah.
So so
Victor is there. Victor, I think in few further episodes, he's gonna get very powerful, and they're gonna have a lot of missions, and might I think Penguin is gonna hire more rookies. So,
I mean, what I believe that the people who work for Falcone family and Salvatore family,
mm,
if those guards and those army going to work with Penguin, then he'll be having so much manpower,
mm,
right?
mm,
And then Joker is going to take help from Penguin
mm,
to stop Batman, because you obviously need an army to stop Batman, because how he was in Batman,
yeah, yeah,
he was a vengeance guy.
yeah.
So
I am vengeance.
and it was great. Still, that movie is after that movie and Tenet, right? I
Yeah.
started liking Robert Pattinson.
Ah,
So as an actor. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Robin Pattinson is like crazy guy, man. Like, I remember an interview where Robin Pattinson had told this, like, this DC people had approached him for the Batman role, but he didn't know that they approaching him for the Batman role. So what he did is, when they approached the studio people, when they approached him for the look test, they told him, please don't have any hope. This is just a look test. We might select you for the Batman, or we might not select you. So please don't have hopes. So when he wore the costume, he was really happy. Then he told that this might be the only chance where I could feel that I'm Batman and I'm wearing this. I might be rephrasing it, but so he told that he went to the washroom. He quickly clicked photos of him, because he didn't know that in the future he might have this
he
movie
got
with
the role
him.
or not? Yeah.
Yeah, but he just had the photo with him so that he can just enjoy the moment. That, yo, yes, I got the chance to wear the Batman suit, but luckily he's the new Batman for the uh, DC's, like, not the main timeline but different timeline. But yeah, man,
Oh,
like,
it's great. It's great. Robert Pattinson. This universe where this Penguin exists and
yeah.
Batman exists as a Robert Pattinson. This is great. I want to follow this actually.
Mhm.
and and I want to be more characters to be introduced, and I
Mhm.
want this part to be as shady as possible,
Mhm.
and I don't want any aliens to come in this one.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, so these events are taking place in DC Elseworld. So apart from the main timeline, this is taking place in DC Elseworld, where the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, is was not from the same timeline. It's also different. You know what? They should just streamline to one timeline. But I'm happy. Like there are different universes, so we can experience different Batman, Joker.
And it's a good thing. Two heavy personalities, because how Joaquin Phoenix is playing the role in Joker,
Yeah,
it is a very heavy role, dude.
yeah,
Because it is performed by a very great actor.
yeah, yeah.
So, what I feel, I don't know how the DC is going to take a call on it. And obviously, they are not keeping Robert Pattinson, Batman, and Joaquin Phoenix Joker in the same screen, obviously.
Huh.
And this is a smart call also because both people are performing their roles in the elitist
Yeah.
way possible, right?
You
So
So there are three universes right now, like the Joker universe, the Batman universe, and the main timeline. So main timeline they
mhm.
haven't introduced anyone till now. So you
The
can
main timeline, you mean where Zack Snyder's
Superman
Justice?
Legacy.
Okay, okay, that
Yeah.
is the main timeline.
So the DC timeline is gone now. So Man vs. Steel, whatever is the movie you saw, that's not gonna be existed anymore. So the timeline is deleted now. So the new timeline is gonna start from Superman Legacy, which will come on 2025. So that's where the new DC is gonna start. So
Okay.
they're gonna introduce new Batman, new Joker, new characters, and new Superman as well. Not the Henry Cavill, unfortunately.
Well, he has become Wolverine anyways.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so whatever, man. I guess it was the first episode was great, and I loved the last shot where both Victor and Penguin were talking, and the camera goes up and over the
Ha ha
train
ha.
track, and we
Yeah,
see the entire city. So that was the last shot, and I just loved it
yeah.
how they did it.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, it
you
was
know
great.
what? Even I like the title credits where they just put the random the penguin, and first
Yeah,
they show the red part
and
and they do it. They just remove the red part and they show the transparent part. The title
and
itself,
his over his dead body, right?
yeah, yeah,
Over
yeah, yeah.
Falcone's dead body. Yeah,
Just
it
the
was
title
great.
itself, it's so great. Like I don't know, man. Like this show has like aesthetic. It has like so much aesthetic. But I'm hoping like in further episodes, what we get to see, because in trailers I saw that there's a lot of action and lot of blasting thing, so they didn't show in this. So let's see like where does this penguin take go and how is this connected to the Batman Part Two? I'm excited. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I guess let's wrap this up here
yes, yes,
because
yes,
because because there are further episodes coming, and I'm also excited to see them.
yeah.
Right. So
You
all
know
right, guys.
you know what? It's a good time now. Like the Penguin series, the Joker Part Two. Yeah, we're gonna get to see DC projects. I'm really excited.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah,
So it was great,
yes,
and let's wrap this up here. And guys,
yeah,
it was great talking. Let us know what you saw in that series. Okay,
yes, yes,
we'll be glad to know about that.
yeah. We're gonna meet you in the second episode of the Penguin.
All right. Peace
Yes,
out, guys.
and
Have fun.
bye.